Yeah, I stay home alone a lot, but I'm not really alone because my annoying little brother is there too. So usually I just go into my room and turn up the music to tune him out.
Yeah, I stay home with my sister a lot.
A few times I stayed home alone when my mom went to the movies because I didn't want to go.
I usually hear things like knocks at the door and scary sounds.
I really like it, but I don't like being home with my sister.
I'd rather have my friends come over to play.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm a sophomore at UNI. As you just saw, kids can have many different experiences with staying home alone. Some kids are scared, excited, bored, or they feel pretty comfortable.
Never tell anyone that you're home alone.
Do not open the door for anyone.
All doors and windows locked.
Do not leave the house.
In emergency, call police and then call a parent.
Get along with siblings.
No guests.
Do not break the rules.
Call to check in with a parent.
Be honest about your feelings.
Studies show that most children are afraid to stay home alone, or they just don't feel comfortable at all. Studies also show that kids who stay home alone report that they get very bored or lonely. If you're staying home alone for the first time, make sure that you have a conversation with your parent or guardian to make sure they know how you feel. What's your comfort level? Let's look at a situation with Belle to see how she handles this situation.
Belle, you know I got this new job at work and I'm gonna have to work nights and weekends, and I'm really nervous about you being home all on your own. How do you feel about it?
I feel okay.
Are you sure? But you're gonna be in this big house all by yourself. Aren't you nervous?
No.
Do you know all the emergency numbers to call? Do you know my phone number?
Yes, Mom.
Okay, I'm just really nervous. Who's gonna cook you dinner? You're gonna have to cook dinner yourself. Are you sure you're ready?
Yes, Mom.
Okay, I trust you. Sweetie, I'm almost late for my meeting, so I have to run, but you remember all the rules, right?
Yes.
Do not unlock the windows, do not open the door for anyone, and make sure that you don't use the stove. I don't want you touching the stove. I left you food in the fridge for dinner, okay? Do you remember all those rules?
Yes, Mom.
Okay. Oh, I left a note on the counter in case you forget the rules, okay?
Okay.
Make sure you call me if there's any problems. I'll be back in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, have a good night.
Bye.
Hi, is your mom home?
No,
Do you know when she will be home?
not until the morning.
Okay, thank you.
You should never invite friends over when you're home alone, unless your parents already said that you're able to. A safety plan is a list that you make in case of an emergency. Safety plan also includes a plan for big emergencies, such as a house fire or a natural disaster. Remember that your life and safety are much more important than material items. So if there was a fire, don't run back to save your Xbox or your pizza rolls. Having a safety plan is very important.
Okay, Belle, you and I are going to work together to develop a safety plan so that you know what to do in case of an emergency, and you also know what to do when you're staying home alone. So on this safety plan, we're going to put really important phone numbers like my phone number and your grandma's phone number. Whose else phone number should we include?
The neighbors?
Oh yeah, good idea. So we'll include the neighbor's phone number in case you ever need to call them. I also really want to include what to do in case of emergency. So in case there were ever a fire at the house, I would want you to leave and go across the street to that big tree. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we'll put that. So that's what you will do in case of an emergency of a fire. And on the safety plan, I'm also going to include what to do in case of an emergency, which you know the most important phone number to call is
The police.
the police. Yep, 911. So all of this is really important things to include on our safety plan. And when we're finished, I want you to put it on the fridge so that you can always look at it whenever you forget.
Okay.
Always keep your phone charged. Lock all doors and windows. Keep the stove and oven turned off. Text or call a trusted adult with updates. Remember to keep important numbers and apps in your phone, written down or both. Always have the number of parents, grandparents, aunts or uncles, or other relatives, or even neighbors. Never tell anyone that you're home alone. Same goes for Twitter and Facebook. Throughout the video, Belle has learned the best practice for staying home alone. Remember, if you're not ready to stay home all on your own, it's very important to express that concern to a family member. Let them know that you're not comfortable. Your homework for tonight is to go home and talk with your parents, guardians, or family members. Talk about your safety plan and your level of comfort. Thank you for watching.